Lay's potato chips are one of the most popular snack foods around the world, enjoyed in countless countries and loved for their perfect combination of crunch and flavor. These chips are an essential part of social gatherings, picnics, and everyday snacking. But how exactly are they made? In this video, we'll take you step by step through the entire process of how they go from raw potatoes to the crispy snack that ends up in your hands. Every detail, from sourcing the potatoes to the final packaging, plays a crucial role in ensuring that each bag meets the brand's high standards for taste and quality. The process begins with sourcing the best raw materials, and at the heart of that process is the humble potato. Lay's works closely with a network of farmers, many of whom have been supplying the company for years. These farmers grow specific varieties of potatoes that are ideal for making chips, chosen for their low sugar content and high starch levels, which help the chips fry up golden and crispy. These potatoes are usually sourced locally or from regions known for their ideal potato growing conditions, such as North America and parts of Europe. The potatoes are harvested at the peak of maturity to ensure they have the right balance of moisture and starch. Once harvested, they are sent directly to the production facility, where the journey from farm to chip begins. When the potatoes arrive at the factory, they undergo a thorough initial cleaning and preparation process. Potatoes, being root vegetables, naturally carry a lot of dirt and debris from the fields. The first step in the process is to clean them thoroughly. They are washed in large rotating drums that use water jets to remove dirt, stones, and any other debris that may be clinging to the surface of the potatoes. After the initial wash, the potatoes go through a secondary rinse to ensure they are completely clean and ready for processing. At this stage, any potatoes that don't meet the company's strict size and quality standards are removed. The remaining potatoes are then peeled using steam peelers, which blast the potatoes with high-pressure steam to loosen the skin, making it easier to remove. This method is highly efficient and preserves as much of the potato as possible while ensuring the chips have a smooth, clean surface for frying. Once the potatoes are cleaned and peeled, they move to the slicing stage. This is one of the most important steps in the process, as the thickness of the slices will determine the texture and crunch of the final product. Specialized slicing machines are used to cut the potatoes into uniform, wafer-thin slices, with each machine capable of slicing thousands of potatoes per hour. The thickness of the slices is carefully controlled to ensure consistency across every batch. If the slices are too thick, the chips will be too crunchy and may not cook evenly. If they are too thin, they could become brittle and burn during the frying process. After slicing, the potatoes are rinsed again to remove any excess starch, which could cause the chips to stick together during frying. At this point, we'd like to take a moment to remind you to subscribe to our channel if you're enjoying this detailed look into how one of your favorite snacks is made. We regularly post content that dives deep into the production of everyday foods, so be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on our upcoming videos. Now that the potato slices are ready, they move on to the frying stage, where they are transformed into the crunchy, golden chips we all love. The potato slices are fried in hot oil, typically around 180 degrees Celsius. The type of oil used can vary, but it's usually a blend of vegetable oils like sunflower, corn, or canola oil, chosen for their ability to withstand high temperatures and for their neutral flavor, which doesn't interfere with the taste of the potato. The slices are submerged in the hot oil for just a few minutes, with the exact frying time depending on the thickness of the slices and the type of potato. The high heat causes the water inside the potatoes to evaporate, which is what gives the chips their characteristic crispiness. During frying, the chips are constantly stirred to ensure they cook evenly on all sides. Once they have reached the perfect level of crispiness and a golden brown color, they are removed from the oil and drained of any excess fat. After frying, the chips are immediately seasoned while they are still warm. The seasoning process is another critical step in the production of Lay's chips, as this is where they get their signature flavor. Whether it's the classic salted variety, or one of the many other flavors like barbecue, sour cream, and onion, or cheese, the seasoning is applied in precise amounts to ensure consistency across every batch. The chips are passed through a large tumbler where the seasoning is evenly distributed. These machines ensure that each chip is coated with just the right amount of flavor, enhancing the taste without overpowering the natural potato flavor. The seasoning mix is specially formulated to adhere to the chips, ensuring that it stays on during packaging and transport. Once the chips are seasoned, they move on to the final quality control stage. At this point, both automated systems and human inspectors check the chips for any imperfections. Chips that are too burnt, undercooked, or misshapen are removed from the line to ensure that only the best chips make it into the bags. This rigorous quality control process helps to maintain the high standards that Lay's is known for. In a large-scale facility, millions of chips are produced every day, and this attention to detail ensures that each one meets the company's strict quality requirements. The next step is packaging, which is just as important as any other part of the process. The packaging is designed to keep the chips fresh, crispy, and protected from external factors that could affect their quality. The chips are carefully weighed and portioned into individual bags using automated machines. These machines are incredibly fast and efficient, capable of packaging thousands of bags per hour. Each bag is filled with the exact amount of chips, ensuring consistency across every package. Once filled, the bags are sealed with a layer of nitrogen gas. This step is crucial because the nitrogen helps preserve the freshness of the chips by preventing moisture and oxygen from entering the bag. It also helps protect the chips from being crushed during transport by acting as a cushion inside the bag. After packaging, the bags are labeled with the production date, expiration date, and nutritional information. The sealed bags are then packed into boxes or cartons, ready for distribution. The packaging process is highly automated, with machines ensuring that each bag is properly sealed and labeled before being packed into cartons. The cartons are then stacked on pallets, which are moved into storage. Once the chips are packaged, they are stored in temperature-controlled warehouses to maintain their freshness. While chips do not require refrigeration, keeping them in a cool, dry environment helps prevent the oil in the chips from becoming rancid and ensures that the seasoning stays fresh. From the warehouse, the chips are distributed to retailers around the world. Depending on the region, this may involve transport by truck, ship, or even air for international markets. Each step of the distribution process is carefully planned to ensure that the chips reach consumers in perfect condition. Lay's chips are sold in more than 100 countries worldwide, making them one of the most widely consumed snack foods in the world. In large production facilities, tens of thousands of bags are produced every hour to keep up with global demand. The company has a vast distribution network that ensures that their chips are always available on store shelves, no matter where you are. The attention to detail at every stage of production, from sourcing the potatoes to the final packaging, is what ensures that every bag of chips delivers the same satisfying crunch and flavor, no matter where it's enjoyed. If you've enjoyed learning about how Lay's potato chips are made, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating content on how your favorite foods are produced. We have many more videos that take you behind the scenes of food manufacturing.